tradition. Toledo Rocket football has a lot of it, and they're trying to revive it. They're coming to town for week 2 for Ohio football here this week. Hi, everybody. I'm Russ Eisenstein, the voice of the Ohio Bobcats. Rob Cornelius is alongside our network color analyst. And Rob, they do have a lot of tradition there in Northwest Ohio.
No, and you could say that Toledo was absolutely the team of the 90s in this league. You saw named players come out of that program, a lot of pros. But the last time they came and played an important game in this town, in this stadium, may have been 1996 when they were trying to win this thing, and Ohio was trying to go 6-6, go 500 for Jim Grobe.
Yeah, you go through the years and what the Rockets have been able to do. They're 8-2 in bowl games. They've been ranked in 7 seasons. Highest ranking was back in 1970 when they were 12th in the nation. The players that they have been tremendous. Chuck Ely, an all-timer as a quarterback. Bruce Gardkowski, another one. Chester Taylor, plus a bunch of others. And you look at who they've beaten over the years. Since 2000, they've knocked off 3 teams from the Big Ten, Michigan, Penn State, and Minnesota. 3 teams from the Big 12 Conference, Colorado, Kansas, and Iowa State. They also got Cincinnati in a bowl game, and on that special day in 2003 for MAC football, they knocked off Pitt, ranked 9th in the country. You can't argue with that kind of success.
No, they've been fantastic, and last year their season started with a giant win, just whipping Colorado on national TV, but you can't say the same for this season.
They come into this ballgame with a 41-2 loss against the Arizona Wildcats, where they gave up 500 yards of total offense. They had 100-plus yards of total offense. It was a day to forget for the Rockets, most certainly, but they figure that they're going to have a chance. It's better to get them early than get them late in the season.
No, and this is a team that's trying to fill a lot of holes. Number 1 quarterback. They're coming from a guy who was a multi-year starter to where they're starting over this season. Ditto on the defense. Barry Church has gone to the pros. This Toledo team is looking for leaders in the middle on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Austin Danton is their starting quarterback. He will make his 5th start as a Rocket coming up on Saturday. He's a guy that was in there when Opelt was out of the mix last year, and they've had to kind of shift some things around a bit. He's from Florida. He has a big-time upside.
Yeah, big-time upside and a very smart quarterback. Another one of these engineering major quarterbacks, tough kid, smart kid, wants to spread the ball around. They've got receivers, so we didn't really get to see them catch very many balls last week.
Eric Page is the wide receiver that is going to be a big-time player in this league. Last year, he led all freshmen with the number of catches and the number of receiving yards. He had 82 catches and north of 1,000 yards through the air last year. He's a big-time ball player.
A versatile kid. He's going to return. He's going to play in the slot, and that's what you get with Page. You get a guy, they try to set him up for lots and lots of mismatches on safeties, on linebackers. Smaller guy, also very much a younger guy, played last season at 17.
Yeah, Morgan Williams and Adonis Thomas are the 2 running backs that will be in the equation, and Williams is a guy that was a 1,000-yard rusher 2 years ago.
No, a couple years ago, he got the job done. They're looking for a guy to kind of lean on. This spread offense, especially with a young quarterback, needs a kind of back who can carry it 30 times occasionally. When that's not working, he's probably it.
They want to have balance. Now defensively, they lose everything, an all MAC-type player over a bunch of years in Barry Church, but they have a couple of cogs in there that they can feel that they could balance some things around defensively. 2 players, very similar names, Desmond Merrill and Deontay Morrow. Merrill led them in tackles. Morrow had the interception. He an Iowa transfer. Merrill was out all of last year because of an injury in 2008. 2 good players on that side of the ball.
No, Merrill and Morrow are the key for them in the secondary. One with big tackles, one with big plays on the outside, and that's what you need in this league. You need a physical stopper at corner and a big tackler at strong safety. And for Ohio, let's be honest, the Cats didn't have to show a ton of their throw game in week 1. They're going to be starting with not a ton of film to work with on the Bobcats.
Yeah, to bring it back full circle to the start, Tim Beckman is a guy that we really like and respect as a head football coach. We've really been impressed with what we've seen from him in our meetings with him at MAC Media Day. He is a guy that I believe, and I know you do too, that can lead Toledo back to where they were and maybe even north of where they were before.
No, he's got upper management, and by that I mean the Big 10, the Big 12 written all over him. He's a guy that knows how to recruit. They've got a new recruiting tool there, their 120-yard indoor practice facility. He's a guy, his enthusiasm is infectious, and that works not just with players, with donors too. It's working up there.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting start to the Mid-American Conference season, week 2 of Ohio football. It's Saturday. It's Ohio and the Toledo Rockets, and that's a breakdown of the opposition as UT comes to town to take on Ohio. Our network coverage begins at 6 o'clock with the kick at 7 at Peden Stadium, and you'll see coverage of it right here on Bobcat TV through the week as well. Now for Rob Cornelius and Evan Shaw, I'm Russ Eisenstein. It's the Cats and the Rockets Saturday at Peden, and this is Bobcat TV.